God is a rational abductive inference. God is a rational abductive inference to the best explanation, based on evidence for intelligent design in the universe and the biosphere. One powerful approach to the existence of God is to consider God as a rational abductive inference to the best explanation, the same method we use in science to infer the existence of entities that are not directly observable, such as electrons, protons, and quarks. Just as scientific theories posit unseen entities to explain observable phenomena, so too can we infer the existence of God as the best explanation for the vast evidence of design in both the universe and the biosphere. 1. Abductive inference, a core method in science. In science, abduction is a form of logical reasoning that begins with an observation and seeks the most plausible explanation for it. Unlike deduction, which guarantees the truth of the conclusion if the premises are true, or induction, which makes generalizations based on observations, abduction seeks to find the best possible explanation for a set of data. This method is commonly used in scientific inquiry when dealing with phenomena that cannot be directly observed. For example, we have never seen an electron with our eyes. Yet, based on the behavior of atoms, the effects of electric and magnetic fields, and countless experiments in physics, we infer the existence of electrons as the best explanation for these observed phenomena. Similarly, quarks and other subatomic particles are inferred based on patterns observed in particle physics. We do not see these entities directly, but we infer their existence because they provide the best, most coherent explanation for the observed data. 2. Applying abduction to the question of God. The same method of abductive reasoning applies when considering the question of God's existence. We observe a vast array of data points, evidence in the natural world that points to design, order, complexity, and fine-tuning. The question is, what is the best explanation for this evidence? Just as we infer electrons to explain atomic behavior, we can infer the existence of an intelligent designer to explain the intricate order and complexity found in both the universe and the biosphere. 3. The fine-tuning of the universe. One of the most striking features of the universe is its fine-tuning. The fundamental constants of physics, such as the strength of gravity, the electromagnetic force, and the cosmological constant, are set at precisely the right values to allow life to exist. Even slight changes to these constants would render the universe inhospitable to life. For instance, if the force of gravity were slightly stronger or weaker, stars would not form in the way they do, and life as we know it would be impossible. This fine-tuning is not something we can simply attribute to chance, given the astronomically low probability of these constants falling into the narrow range required for life. Naturalistic explanations, such as the multiverse hypothesis, are speculative and lack empirical support. In contrast, the inference to an intelligent designer, God, provides a coherent and plausible explanation for why the universe is so finely tuned for life. This design points to a rational mind behind the cosmos, much as the discovery of a complex, functioning machine would lead us to infer the existence of an engineer. 4. Intelligent design in the biosphere. Similarly, when we look at the biosphere, the world of life, we encounter overwhelming evidence of design. Biological systems, from the molecular machines within cells to the intricate ecosystems that support life, display a level of complexity and purpose that is difficult to explain by unguided natural processes alone. Consider DNA, the genetic code that carries the instructions for life. DNA is often compared to a language or a code, with sequences of nucleotides acting as symbols that convey information. This information directs the development and functioning of living organisms. The question arises, how did such a complex and information-rich system come into existence? Naturalistic theories such as Darwinian evolution can explain small-scale adaptations and changes within species, but they struggle to account for the origin of the complex information processing systems required for life. Here, again, abductive reasoning points to the best explanation, an intelligent designer. Just as we infer a programmer when we encounter complex software, we can reasonably infer the existence of a mind behind the intricate biological systems that exhibit both complexity and purpose. 5. Design in nature as evidence for God. The inference to God as the designer is not an argument from ignorance or a God of the gaps fallacy. Rather, it is an inference based on positive evidence of design. When we encounter complex systems that function with purpose and precision, we naturally infer the existence of an intelligent agent. This is a rational process grounded in our everyday experience. Just as we would not attribute the existence of a finely tuned watch to random natural processes, we should not attribute the fine-tuning of the universe or the complexity of life to chance or unguided mechanisms without strong evidence. The design inference is not about filling gaps in our knowledge but about recognizing patterns of evidence that point toward an intelligent cause. In this sense, the inference to God as the designer of the universe and the biosphere follows the same reasoning that we use in science to infer the existence of non-observable entities like electrons and quarks. The evidence leads us to conclude that an intelligent agent is the best explanation for the observable data. 6. God as the best explanation. Ultimately, God is a rational abductive inference because the existence of a transcendent, intelligent creator provides the best explanation for both the physical fine-tuning of the universe and the intricate design observed in the biosphere. Other naturalistic explanations, while possible, are either highly speculative, as in the case of the multiverse, or insufficient to account for the complexity and order we observe in nature, as in the case of purely unguided evolutionary processes. In the same way that scientists infer the existence of unseen particles based on their effects, we can infer the existence of God based on the design and fine-tuning of the universe and life. This is not an irrational leap of faith but a reasoned conclusion drawn from the evidence. The intelligibility of the universe, the fine-tuning of its laws, and the complexity of life all point to an intelligent mind as their source. 7. Conclusion. Rational inference and belief in God. In conclusion, God is a rational abductive inference to the best explanation for the design and fine-tuning of the universe and the biosphere. Just as we infer the existence of non-observable entities in science to explain the behavior of physical phenomena, we can reasonably infer the existence of God to explain the order, complexity, and purpose we observe in nature. This inference is grounded in evidence and follows the same logical process that we use in scientific reasoning. Belief in God, therefore, is not irrational or based on a lack of evidence. It is a rational conclusion supported by the overwhelming evidence of intelligent design in the universe and life. Just as scientists trust their models and theories when they are confirmed by evidence, we can trust the inference to God as the best explanation for the existence of a finely tuned and intricately designed cosmos. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.